EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down now, it's Miller. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson rolling to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And an alley to run. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Ryan. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ready, back 25, 20, 20. Keep on, 132 fighter. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Flushed out right. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A gain of 3, second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hustle. Coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike. 2 points down, he's coming. 55, Mike. Watch the run. It's sock, baby. That's a baby sock. Hey, check Mike. Over. Know your job. Hey, 59. 55 to Mike. Check.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready, 280, 125. Check, 41. It's our time. Hey, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check. Double dog. That's the way. Check safety.
Now it's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16.
Let's go, Heavy. 22. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go. Check 20.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, alert 3. 41 to mark it up.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check 25. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check 26. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Smith trying to run for it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second down, it's Freeman, and he gets in. Touch. Down Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down now, it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They keep it with Miller on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
45. We own them.
On second and 9, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Watson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. First and 10 at the 19. That's complete once again to Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Watson. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. Flush to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.